Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Savia here. As always, I'm so thankful that you have stopped by to check us out. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a life update, kind of just chit chat. I'm not going to really do any makeup, but I wanted to just kind of update on what's been going on in my life, what I've been doing, how I've been getting better, my mental health, and just a few other little tidbits that I think, may be able to help a couple people. I get a lot of inbox messages, emails about mental health and a lot of the vestibular issues that I've gone through. And it's really overwhelming sometimes to kind of answer everyone separately. So I kind of wanted to do just like a video, just like an update, just kind of talk about what's been going on. And we will have a visitor, my kitty cat, his toupee. He's super annoying. But anyways, if you want to see my little update chit chat, keep on watching. So yeah, so this video is just going to be very casual. Like I said, just kind of talking with you guys and just talking about, how I've gotten to the point I've gotten, how I've gotten better, and kind of how I've faced everything and I guess overcome it. It has not been an easy journey. If you don't know, and if you're new to my channel, I developed a panic disorder in 2016, like right at the beginning of the year. And that panic disorder turned into a very out of control vestibular disorder. From what my understanding is, I've always had this vestibular disorder, this migraine associated vertigo or vestibular migraines. However, I just did not recognize it. It was always diagnosed as sinus infections or sinus related issues. It wasn't until I saw a specialist that they said, likely I've been having this my whole life. It's just been not diagnosed by the proper person. So when I got the panic disorder, it kind of uncovered everything else. So it's been, oh my gosh, it's been well over a year, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in January since the panic disorder started. And I just hit my 1 year mark with the vestibular disorder. So things have been really crazy over the last year, but they're really, really good today. So I just want to touch base on a couple of things that I did to get where I'm at. When I first had the anxiety, it was treated not well, but I had tried a couple different medicines and none of them really helped. And then I moved to North Carolina right after I started getting the vestibular issues. I woke up one morning and it was like the most insane vertigo I've ever had. And for, I would say 3 months or so, I was pretty much bed bound. I really only got up out of the bed to like get my kid from the bus or like to use the bathroom, take a shower. But mostly everything I did was just like in my bed. I would eat, get on my computer, search for answers for hours, and that was really it. I didn't really have a life, and I was in a really, really dark place. I just didn't want to live. But I definitely kept going because of my kids. I have 2 children. At the time, they were 7 and 3. And if it wasn't for my 7-year-old really stepping up and helping mom, and my own mom, she really, really helped me with everything. I definitely wouldn't be here today. Dealing with panic, anxiety, depression, and then a migraine disorder on top of it was definitely the most trying thing I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. It was so hard, and it really taught me the person that I am today. So what I did to recover was, a big thing I did was I journaled every day, and I would journal my symptoms, I would journal how I was feeling, and I would just journal. And I would do it a lot, like twice a day, like once in the morning and once at night. This just helped me kind of see a track of everything that was going on. And I also told myself, in a year, when I'm better, or 2 years, or whatever the timeline may have been, I want to look back on it and be like, wow, look how far you've come, Savia. You have overcome this. And I just never lost hope that there were answers and that there was treatment for me. And that really, really helped my psyche when I was in the worst part of it. So that's definitely something I recommend, and it really helped me. If you're not much into journaling, I also did a video diary, and you can just use your phone or whatever and just talk about how you feel. A lot of the times there's a lot of stigma associated with anxiety, depression, and it's hard You know, if you're not in a place where you feel comfortable talking to friends and family, like a video diary was really helpful for me. On my bad days, I would record it, and I love watching it now because I see, like I said, the progress in what I've become and what I've been able to do. So it's been really remarkable. So that's another option. Like I said, if you're not into writing and journaling, you could definitely just go ahead and video diary. It's a great way to express yourself. Another thing I did was I got into therapy, and I stayed on it religiously. I did not miss a session. Even if I was feeling awful, like, I still made sure to go. My therapist was a huge reason why I've gotten so much better too. She really, really helped me to deal with the negative emotions that come with these disorders and just how I felt about myself. And she really helped me challenge and kind of like debunk those negative thoughts, because, you know, with anxiety and even a migraine disorder, any sort of disorder, really, there's a lot of negative thoughts that come with it. Like, I'm never going to get better, things are never going to change, I'm never going to be the person that I was. And being able to have someone that I confided in and was understanding was really, really important. So even if you don't think you have like anxiety or, you know, whatever, but if you are having a chronic illness, a therapist is a really good way to go, because they really help you navigate through those thoughts, and they help you kind of process it, and it's just such a great outlet. I thank God that I got paired with my therapist, because she has just been the most amazing person that I've ever met, and she's so caring and she's so understanding, and I'm so thankful for that. And then lastly, this is a really tough one, and a lot of people message me about this one, is finding the right care. If you've watched any of my videos, and I'll link them in that little box above if you want to go check them out, where my journey started and yada yada yada. A lot of people have a hard time finding a good doctor or a good team of people that'll help them get a good diagnosis. My personal opinion, and of course this is my opinion, and really it's just mine, it doesn't really mean a whole lot, but I feel like getting a correct diagnosis is definitely, sorry I got a cat here, it's a freaking cat. Getting a good diagnosis and the correct diagnosis is so important, and you really need someone that's going to advocate for you, not just push you off saying, oh, it's just anxiety, or oh, it's just your nerves, or this or that. Yes, anxiety can definitely play a part in it, and it absolutely can make it worse, but if you have vestibular or something like that, it can definitely, you want to find a good doctor that can help you get the good diagnosis. And if you just have anxiety and depression and you don't have like an underlying condition that is going on, finding a good doctor to help you get on a course of medicine is really important. My therapist referred me out to a psychiatric nurse. She's a RN, and she has her own business, and she works just in the mental health field, and she is amazing. I've been with her, I started treatment for my anxiety really in depth about a year ago. Well, no, sorry, a year in August, so last August. And she helped me. She would see me every 2 weeks, and we would try medicines. She would, you know, help me navigate my symptoms, and she really managed my meds really well. And she definitely has helped me come so far and find the medicine that works for me. Now I'm on an amazing medication regimen, and I feel so much better. I don't have daily panic attacks. I have very underlying little anxiety. I feel like I have a normal amount of anxiety, because, you know, we're human, we all have anxiety, but this is definitely like a normal amount, worrying about things that are in my control and not so much worrying about things that are out of my control anymore. So definitely would recommend, you know, if your doctor really isn't listening to you, if you have like a general practitioner, which they are great, but a lot of doctors don't understand mental illness and the way it affects us. They think, you know, like, oh, just go do meditation, or I heard meditation, drink more water, try to go for walks, which is great, is absolutely great ways to do it. But if it's so severe and it's out of control, definitely finding someone who understands the mental health world is really, really awesome, and can kind of help you in your treatment. And I feel like it kind of catapulted me from being stuck, where I felt I was stuck and I wasn't getting any help, to being on a plan and feeling like I had a purpose. Okay, I'm trying these medicines, I'm taking these medicines. And I will tell you, because a lot of people ask this too, is the side effects, that I have side effects. So with my medications, I didn't ever really have side effects. The only side effect I had was most of them just didn't work. But I never felt like not myself, or like a zombie, or any of the weird side effects. Like I said, most of them just didn't work and weren't really helping. But when I found the right medication, which I am on Effexor XR, it definitely changed like my whole life. And it took a while to find it though, so it's important that you advocate, that you don't just stop after one medicine, you know, or if you're more on the homeopathic side, you know, try vitamins, try different cocktails of vitamins, you know, whatever works, but don't give up hope. Just because one thing didn't work doesn't mean, you know, something else might not work. In my past video I talked about I failed 6 different medications, so it was like a long time, well, not super long, but it was tough finding those medicines. But had I had stopped at the first one just because it wasn't working, I would likely still be like where I was, like miserable and anxiety, couldn't leave my house, couldn't drive. And now it's like my life is just so much better. And like I just want to advocate for people who are going through this, who feel that they're alone or that there's not help out there. There's definitely help. And you know, it's really about finding that inner strength and making sure that you are heard. Because so many doctors will push it off like, oh, it's nothing, but it is. Your life is important, and your mental health, your chronic disease, whatever it is that's ailing you or like hindering you, it's so important to advocate and be your biggest advocation, because you can get better and the world on the other side is so much better. I now have a full-time job, which I never thought I was going to work again. I got rid of my car because I never thought I was going to drive again, and I just bought a brand new car. And I have amazing friends. I have such a great group of support, and I'm actually going to be going to a program for peer support, where I can be a peer support specialist, so I can help people who were once where I was, and help them set goals, get out of the house. So I'm really excited that what happened to me is now turning into something really positive, that I could potentially help people that are so down and out. And yeah, I'm really excited to start that journey. That starts in December, where I'm going to go to the classes. But yeah, I know this is kind of like a long rant video and just weird, but I feel like it's so important to kind of get mental health out there. And like it has to start with us, people who are suffering or who have suffered, to start with advocating and ending the stigma and talking about it, having open conversations about what it's like to go through anxiety and depression and, you know, any other sort of illness. It's important to get those out, get the word out, because there's so many people that suffer in silence. So yeah, like I said, life is really good now. Those are kind of things that I did, and then I continue to go to therapy on a weekly basis. I still try to journal when I can. You know, when you start to get better, you forget about like everything bad. You kind of just go on with life. So I try to journal at least once every couple of days and just do a quick update, because again, I want to look back on this in a couple of years and be like, wow, like you are so strong. And yeah, just get yourself out there, advocate for yourself. Like I said, if anyone needs any sort of guidance, what I did, you can message me. It may take me a while to get back, just because I've been really overwhelmed with the messages. And these videos and talking about this isn't easy, because a lot of the times it does trigger some emotions in me, because I was so down and I was so depressed, and so talking about it can be sort of hard. But again, I want to end that stigma and I want to work through that. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you feel like you just need someone to talk to, feel free to message me. Like I said, I will definitely try to get back to you. You can add me on Facebook. I'll add my Facebook down here, my Instagram, and my email will be in the little comment box below. So if you feel like you need some help, please feel free to reach out, and I can do the very best I can. I'm not a doctor, I'm not, you know, anything certified yet anyways, but I am a person, and I am a first-hand experience of what I've gone through with anxiety and depression, and then vestibular disorders. So I feel like if I can give back in any way, then I would love to be able to help somebody. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Life is really good. I will pray for everyone going through this. I really hope that you have hope as well, and just keep fighting for yourself. Don't ever let anyone bring you down or tell you, you know, that you can't do something, because you can overcome this. Anything, you can do anything, and when you get to the other side, life is so much better. I feel so confident, I feel strong, I feel like nothing can really hold me down at this point. And this is the first time in my 29 years of life that I have ever felt this way about myself. I used to look in the mirror and just hate who I was. Even before I had anxiety, I just always hated me, and I always hated what I was. And then when anxiety came, it was worse. So this experience has really given me such gratitude for my life, for my family, for my friends, and I pray for everyone that goes through this, that they are able to find that light too. So yeah, I will rant on about it. I could talk about this all day just because it feels good and it's happy, and it's definitely I don't feel like it's not a happy ending. It's a very happy new start, and I'm really excited that you know, I'm here in this position that I can advocate and I can talk openly. So I hope it encourages anyone else to make these videos too, because there are so many people out there that are struggling in silence, and we definitely need to get the word out. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm so sorry I ranted on. Like I said, I could talk about this video forever. But yeah, anyways, make sure you comment below, you know, any questions or concerns or your journey. I'd love to read it. And I'm sure other people who will maybe find this video would love to read it too. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm always doing updates and giveaways and all that fun stuff. But yeah, other than that, be healthy. I love you guys all, and have a great rest of your day. Mwah!